Welcome to the STARS program, seniors taking active roles in society. And now, here's your host, ANITA FINLEY.
Well, it's going to be a big gala affair, and we want everyone to go. It is so special because there's only one in Florida, and it's right down here in North Miami. And that way, it's all our residents here can go and see something that's very exciting. It is called the Miss Senior Florida Pageant, and I am talking with the state pageant director, who's Rose TYDUS, TYDUS. And Rose, you were one of the winners. I guess 2 years ago?
2016, yes.
2016.
I was crowned a Miss Senior Florida. Mm-hmm.
That was really wonderful. Had you known much about this before you actually interviewed and was chosen?
Well, it might have been because it was, I don't know. It was formerly held in Vero Beach, but it's a statewide pageant. But it was held in Vero Beach since its inception, but now it's in the South Florida area in North Miami Beach. At the city of North Miami Beach, they have a wonderful, wonderful theater there, the Julius Littman Theater.
And that's where this is going to happen. So why do people want to come? Just give do a little press on this.
Well, let me just tell you a little bit about the organization. It's called the Miss Senior Florida Pageant. It's a nonprofit organization, and it creates a platform to honor senior women for their inward and their outward beauty and their contributions to family and community. It's a wonderful, wonderful event. We don't only produce pageants, but we also have services services to the entire community. We conduct health and nutrition workshops, positive lifestyle workshops for seniors. We have what's called the Rose and Crown Club, and it's made up of former contestants that produce a very entertaining and inspiring show and they perform at nursing homes and rehabs and assisted living. We also have what's called the Senior Gospel Choir, which is, you have to be at least 60 years old, but it's open to the males as well as females. And this choir also performs at nursing homes and rehabs and assisted living communities. And then we have what's called the Nana Project, Never Abandoned, Never Alone. And we know that Nana is a nickname for grandmother. So this is a senior grandmother mentoring program that provides a grandmother image and experience to underprivileged children. So we just don't produce pageants, but the one great thing about this pageant is that whoever wins Miss Senior Florida goes on to represent the entire state of Florida in the National Miss Senior America, which is in Atlantic City. It's a 38-year-old. They're celebrating their 38th year this year, and it's held in Atlantic City. So it's a wonderful, wonderful time to be entertained, to be motivated, to be inspired by your peers. And I say your peers because you have to be at least 60 years old to be in the pageant. Last year we had contestants that were in their 60s, in their 80s. We had one contestant that was 92, another one that was 90. It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Well, I have to say that you are wonderful, and you do a great job with this. And you're very motivated. You're very excited about all this. And I think that's what makes it special. Tell us about the contestants, a little bit about them ahead of time, because we want as many people to go. And I'm just going to tell you, let me give you some dates here. So it's actually going to be on Sunday, August the 19th, and that's tomorrow. August the 19th on Sunday, and it's going to be at 4 o'clock.
No, 3 o'clock.
Excuse me, it's 3 o'clock. I made a mistake. It's 3 o'clock, Sunday, August the 19th at 3 o'clock at the Julius Littman Performing Arts Theater, and that's 17011 Northeast 19th Avenue, North Miami Beach. Now, you're going to need to have tickets. If you wait and do this at the door, you're going to have to pay an extra $5, and you can do that because you're not for profit, aren't you? So,
yes,
okay.
Yes.
Well, you could, if you want to do it ahead of time, though, and it always is nicer for people to know exactly how many people are coming. It would be msseniorflorida.com. MS for Miss, seniorflorida.com. And so that's how you would get on the web, and that's how you'd buy your tickets. But the nice thing is when you get there at 3 o'clock, there'll be some music, and there'll be a great, I guess, a spokesperson or an entertainer who's going to introduce the contestants, and then there'll be judges. I will be one of the judges. I'd love to see you there. So tell us a little bit about some of the contestants.
Well, one of the contestants is Miss Jacksonville. Jacksonville, they have a pageant every year, and their winner is coming all the way from Jacksonville to be, she's going to vie for Miss Senior Florida in hopes that she can go on to represent the state of Florida in the National Miss Senior America. We also, and she's 66, we also have this year, the contestants are from 66 and 84. She's from the 84-year-old. She's from Puerto Rico.
Oh, really? Now that's interesting.
Yes, and her talent is singing. There are 4 categories of which the women will be judged. There is they'll be interviewed by the judges, of which you are one. 5-minute individual interview. They'll have 35. Their philosophy of life, their presentation, and then there's talent. Carmen Ordonado, Rico, and she'll be singing. We have some that will be showing their art and their poetic, prize-winning art and poetry. We have one lady that's 75, and she's from Broward County. She's Miss Cooper City. Cooper City had a local pageant, and so now she's going to be in our pageant in hopes to go to the nationals. There's another lady, a retired nurse. She's 79. She's going to be singing and dancing. We have a wide variety of contestants. We have, not only are you, Anita, one of our special guests, but we have Jo Marie Payton, who is, if you can remember, and we should be able to remember if you're 60 or older, she was Harriet Winslow on the noted television program sitcom Family Matters.
Oh, my.
Yes, she's going to be one of our judges, and we have Josie Cordoba. She is a Hispanic Latin vocalist on the Billboard charts. We also have an executive director of state of operations of AARP is one of our judges. And then we have John Allen. You know John Allen.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
007.
007. He is noted by the entertainment industry as the most requested Sean Connery as the James Bond lookalike impersonator. So we have some wonderful, wonderful judges. We have some wonderful, wonderful contestants. I'm so glad that I'm not a judge.
Thanks.
It's going to be very, very difficult. It was very difficult last year. We had some wonderful, wonderful, very talented ladies. As a matter of fact, one of the ladies, and she will be performing this year. She didn't win last year, but she was discovered at the pageant by America's Got Best Talent and asked to audition. And she auditioned in Orlando, and she had the telephone audition from California, and I believe she's on their roster. So it's not just, it's wonderful. It's a wonderful talent, wonderful judges, and wonderful production. It's not if I must say so myself, I wrote and produced and directed the production itself. It's well written, it's as far as I'm concerned, it's better than the Miss America pageant, honestly.
Well, my guest is Rose TYDUS. That's who's been telling us all about this, and she was in 2016. You were the Miss Senior Florida, and this is called the Miss Senior Florida pageant, and it is located for you to see this. It's all the way down in North Miami, and I'm going to give you the website again because you really should put this on your calendar. You know, there's nothing like this. This is the only one in Florida. So wasn't it exciting? It's like going to Atlantic City for the final, the big Miss Senior Florida. But
yes, it is.
But this is, we have to know who's going to wear the crown, at least in Florida, representing this. And you're going to get to see this is going to be, you call it the Age of Elegance, don't you?
Yes, yes.
And the website is msseniorflorida.com. MS for Miss, msseniorflorida.com. Buy your tickets. How much are the tickets?
The tickets are $25 in advance and $30 at the door.
Okay. And how long is the program? Starts at 3.
It starts at 3. You don't want to miss the opening number. It's wonderful. It's a tribute to Loretta Young, one of my favorite actresses. It's a tribute to her. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to tell you. You don't want to miss. You don't want to miss that opening number. Everything is original. The theme song is original. It's called Florida Lady, and it's our theme song. Can I just say this? It's my dream, it's my goal to showcase Florida ladies for the nation, for the world, to anything that they want to know about any area of life, to come and see what the Florida ladies, not Florida women, but the Florida lady, what she has to say when it comes to fashion, with anything. It's going to originate from Florida.
Well, the other thing that I think that you're so high on is the fact that these women now not only are attractive in many ways and they're talented, but they're going to befriend each other. And you're trying to get them. Are you still taking them different places?
We have field trips. It's just, what I wanted to create. When I was in the pageant, I understood that there was going to be only one winner. And so everyone else would never have the opportunity to experience the pageant on a national level, only that one winner. And so what I have created here is a national experience on a local level. I want every woman, every contestant, and the people in the audience to experience a national pageant here on a local level.
That's really nice, Rose. You're so dedicated to doing this. And you have to know, if you are listening and you want to sponsor this or help with this, you can still get in touch with Rose TYDUS. And, of course, just go to that website that we've told you about, and that's and I'll repeat that again. That's msseniorflorida.com. And if you would like to participate in any way other than being a candidate, that you'll have to wait for next year. This year, it's closed out. But next year might be very good, and you need to think about that. But do come, because it is pretty spectacular, and I'm looking forward to it myself, because I have not met the candidates yet, and I will be judging them. So that's kind of has any of the judges have any of the judges met the candidates yet, or is it all secret?
No, it's all secret.
Okay.
The only introduction that you had was their resumes in your manual. Yeah.
Right. But at least we get to talk to them and tell people again what it's based on. It's not just coming out in a beautiful gown. What else is it based on?
Well, like I said, the 4 categories in which you are judged is philosophy of life. You have 35 seconds to give your philosophy of life. And if you live to be 60 years old, there should be something that you can pass on, words of wisdom that you could pass on to the next generation and even to your peers. We're looking not so much for beauty. Beauty's an outward appearance. If you happen to have beauty, that's fine. But we're looking for inward beauty more so than outward beauty. And then, of course, talent and your ability to articulate and represent the state of Florida in a manner in which we will, be proud. So, and the judging is not supposed to be one against the other, but you are your own competition. You are being judged on you and who you are. And
that's good.
Yes.
Yeah, that's very important because people are going to say, well, I'm 70 or I'm 80 or even I'm 90, and that can't be in a contest like this, right? And you say,
No.
wrong. You can
no,
be.
I guess you can hear the passion. I really believe in the image that's portrayed of our seniors. We have so much to give. We have lived through so much.
Yes.
And I'm just passionate about showcasing our seniors.
So I have a question. So who asks the questions of the candidates?
At what level?
Well, just like they do, maybe at the Miss America or the World.
Oh, well, that is done at the individual interviews that's going to be done by the judges on Friday. The judges are going to interview each candidate or each contestant individually for 5 minutes.
So you have what, 4 judges? I forgot how many.
No, we have 5.
We have 5. So each
interviews
person
will not be done on stage. No, this is
right.
No.
Okay.
This is done on Friday, right?
Well, does each judge have their own question?
Yes, you can have your own. Yes, your own question.
And these people do not know they're gonna have to answer.
No, they have no idea. No idea.
Well, I'm sure they're all very nervous today. That's going to be great. So Saturday, here we are, Saturday, and we're going to be having Sunday as our big event. And I hope that people are going to come and you can get ready. What I think you should come, and then you can put it on your calendar for next year, and you can write in and be a candidate because you can actually have 20, 25 candidates, can't you, Rose?
Yes, we have some wonderful sponsors. I don't know if I'm allowed to.
Sure. Why don't you talk about the sponsors? I think that's important.
Yes, we have some wonderful sponsors: AARP, Chin Senior Medical Centers, Waste Management, the City of North Miami Beach are our presenting sponsors. We have Channel 4. We have Mount Sinai Medical Centers. We have Boomer Times and Senior Life. We have the V at Aventura, which is a wonderful senior community. We have Calder Casino, Courtyard Marriott, just an array of sponsors. And those sponsors of last year have doubled their sponsorship this year because of the quality. Not only the quality, but the reason behind the pageant.
Well, that's a good thing for them to do. I think that it's the whole reason that you got into this and you wanted to become the executive director because you were a candidate before and a winner. But this is a big responsibility that you and very few people on your staff are carrying out. And this is very big, and I am very proud of you, and I'm so proud to be a part of this with you.
Oh, and you've been so very supportive, and I just want to publicly thank you for your support and what you have done for this pageant through Boomer Times.
Well, thank you, Rose. Yeah, well, you're an extraordinary woman. It's hard to say no to you, I'm sure.
No, well, I'm just passionate for the things that I believe in. If I don't believe in it, you don't hear from me.
Will the last year's winner be there?
Last year's winner will be there, and she'll be performing her talent.
Ah.
We also have Miss Senior America.
Oh.
The lady that won the National Miss Senior America, and she will be performing her talent. It's wonderful.
Sounds like it. So do you feel it's going to be from 3 to 5? Is that pretty much people can think?
Yeah. From about 3 to 5.
Okay, that's good. And then people can make their plans. But this will be a wonderful event, and I'm sure there'll be television and cameras there because this is unique. And see, that's what I like. Just like we just finished our Boomer Expo, and we had a fantastic expo, and but we don't have these don't happen every day. You know, the expo happens twice a year. The Senior Florida, the Miss Senior Florida happens once a year. So you just do have to go to these things when they happen, because otherwise you're not going to see this. It's not a television show. This is a real live show with people who are very excited. You can imagine how they feel now. They're so nervous and am I going to win? And then does the person who wins actually get a crown?
Yes, a crown and a sash, and there will be former winners from Miss Senior Florida's from 1990. They'll be wearing their sashes, being recognized as well. They have a tremendous alumni, and it's just wonderful.
I didn't realize so many more were coming back. So that's really impressive.
Yes. Goodness. I'm thinking of some that are coming in from, I don't remember.
From all over the state, I guess.
Yes. They're coming on cars.
And will they be on stage and introduced?
Yeah, we're going to have they're going to have an opportunity to come on stage and be introduced. Yeah.
Wow, that's nice. I didn't know about that. That's a great idea. Mm-hmm. So you're going to have a full stage, a full board. And who's going to play the music?
Oh, we have. Well, it won't be a live band, but there'll be an array of the type of music, and you just. I don't want to tell the show.
Oh.
You got.
Well, I just want to whet everybody's appetite. I really do.
Yes.
I want to make sure that everyone comes.
But it's very, very professional and very age appropriate.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
Age appropriate. So for you, older women, bring your younger men.
Yeah. Well, it's really a family affair. Of course, there's going to be family and friends and neighbors there supporting the contestants. There are people coming from Jacksonville that are in support of Miss Jacksonville.
Right.
Yes, it's a family affair.
But this particular event is now for the whole state. So you become the Miss Senior Florida for the whole state.
For the whole state, yes.
Right. So it's very exciting, Rose. Well, we're really happy that you've been able to accomplish this. It's been, it's your since you've taken over. This is the first time that you've really taken over fully, isn't it?
Oh yes, and only since last year was our first year here in South Florida.
So you're really you're trying to set this up that every year it's going to get bigger and better. I have to assume.
Oh yeah, yes. Last year we thought we had really reached our goal, but I think this year is even greater. But so much so, it was, like I said, the major sponsors that we had last year, they doubled their sponsorship this year.
That's excellent. Well, I know people are going to get behind you. That's why, because they They appreciate you. They admire you. And that's what it takes. It takes a real leader to pull something like this off because, this is not casual. Takes a lot of preparation. I've seen the guides that the judges have to deal with, that the contestants have to deal with. This is not just putting on one little event one night and it's over.
No.
I have to commend Rose. She's just burned the night oil as the owl, and I hope that you'll be finished because you're about to go on. Da-da-da-da!
Well, at the end when we say good night, it begins for the next year.
Right. But maybe this time now you'll find a lot more more people than you even have, which will be, I guess, the more the merrier. What if would you ever limit this to a certain amount of people?
No, what we will do and what they do on the national level is they have preliminaries. Let's say if you have 50 contestants, you want to whittle it down to 10.
I see.
For the final.
Okay.
So we would have a preliminary. So this is good right
now.
Yeah.
Well, Rose, I want to thank you for coming on. I'm going to see you tomorrow night. I really appreciate being with you, and good luck.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Rose.
Okay.
All right, bye.